Hey everyone, yesterday I did a video about some of the things that I don't like foam rollers and stretchy bands. So today I want to do a video about some things that I do like. First off is this Thoracic Outlet Syndrome self-care program by Sharon Butler, and I actually kind of forgot about this. This is kind of what I started out with. The first thing I started doing when I started working on my mobility, that was like 44 months ago. So I kind of forgot about this, and then someone over on the NeuroTalk forums mentioned that I was talking about this and it helped me, and they were doing it and it was helping them. So I did want to mention this program. Now in this program, this one's from 2004, and so it's all printed out in paper, but I have a feeling now it's probably just an ebook. Not even sure what I paid for this. I'm guessing maybe 50 bucks or something. But like I said, that was about 9 years ago, so I have no idea how much that costs now. Now she will tell you in here, she takes you through exercises, stretches, and she will tell you to hold the stretch for a certain amount of time, certain amount of minutes or seconds or whatever it is. And for me, I was in such bad shape, my nervous system was in such bad shape that I couldn't do that because my muscles would start to spasm. So what I found just by experimenting was if I just go to the edge of the tension and then pull away, and just did that a few times, I could manage that, and then over time my flexibility and mobility started getting better. And then that's kind of when I came across these joint mobility programs. These are sort of the same type of thing. You don't hold the stretch, you just move in and out of tension. So there's a couple different ones I have. This one's Interflow by Scott Sonnen, and that one there is on YouTube. So if you put in Interflow by Scott Sonnen, you can see those videos right on YouTube. And then this one's by Steve Maxwell, and this has like tons of exercises in it. There's not just joint mobility, there's like some yoga stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. If I could ever do all that, I'd be like Superman. There's a lot of stuff in there that's way too hard for me, but maybe someday. Okay, what else? Okay, those are probably the three main things that I do, and I've just kind of come up with my own exercises. In the Sharon Butler program, she says, you know, the more you can just play around and come up with your own exercises, the better it is. I think for Thoracic Outlet Syndrome, there's really not one program that works for everybody. And in fact, I have that edge load protocol, which is one of the more common ones out there, but I can't do most of that, so not real big on that. That one uses a lot of foam rollers and stuff like that. And then the other thing I do a lot of is a lot of self-myofascial release, and I've done some videos on these. That's a spiky ball, that's a lacrosse ball. And what I like to do, I was doing this last night, I'll go outside my house because the walls are stucco, and that grips the ball really well, and then I just put back there and roll around. And a lacrosse ball is really solid. It's almost like a big super ball, so there's no give to that, and it gets pretty deep into the muscles. In fact, it took me time to get where I could use one of these without flaring myself up. It was just too much for a long time. So and last night I had my arm up like this, and I had it up under the arm there, and there's one spot in there that's just excruciating, almost brings tears to my eyes. So gonna have to keep working on that. And so mostly this stuff I just do it freehand, and then sometimes if I want a little more of a stretch, I use this Indian club. This is another thing that I like, is an Indian club, and because you can use the leverage of the club to stretch things out. You kind of can relax your arm and just let the club stretch things. So that's another thing that I like. But like I've said before, I think that you have to play around and find the things that work for you. I don't think that there's really one magic program that works for everybody. And I've been working on this for 44 months now, so getting close to 4 years. And I work alone. I do it all myself. No therapists, no trainers, no doctors, no anything. In fact, I don't even know the last time I went to a doctor because of my Thoracic Outlet Syndrome. They're basically no help at all. So, you know, I had surgery 22 years ago, and that made me worse, so I'm kind of done with doctors after that. And physical therapists too. I've been to a few physical therapists, and they always had me doing all the wrong stuff, and all they did was cause me more pain. So I work alone. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. Talk to you next time.